Coach, whenever you're settled, just your thoughts on tonight's victory. Thank you.
I think first and foremost, I want to thank all the fans that came out tonight. Really a historic moment, and you know, probably like 3 weeks ago, I was thinking if we can get like 7,000 or 8,000 fans in here, it would be pretty cool. And I think we're well over 10,000. I don't know what the final tally was, but credit to all the fans that came out, and a thank you to all the people that put in the hard work to promote this event and make it such a special memory for all our student athletes.
Thanks, Coach. We'll open up the questions to Gwyneth and Skylar first. Jim, go.
Skylar, I think if you scored this at Bright Landry in this event or at Matthews, it would feel great. What does it feel like scoring that goal and watching that crowd erupt in a building like this?
I think it's like honestly truly amazing just seeing like it being here at the Garden, and like first off, like it's historic that we are able to play here and like all the hard work that has gone into us being able to play at the Garden. So I just think it's an extra special moment, and it's something that I'm going to definitely treasure for the rest of my life. Yeah, it was great.
In front of you.
What went through your head when you saw the puck go into overtime?
Honestly, I kind of just got really excited and wanted to hug my teammates, so all I really thought was, wow, we just won another Beanpot, and that was an amazing feeling, so.
Right, yeah.
Gwyneth, when BU ties it up late in the third, just how do you refocus ahead of overtime?
Yeah, I mean that kind of speaks volumes for our team to let in the tying goal with less than a minute left on 6-on-5, and to not let that deter us and have Sky a big score on the opening shift of overtime is huge. So.
Go ahead.
Does this Beanpot championship mean a little more this year, just looking at the different team you guys came into the season with, the adversity you faced, and to be able to still pull it off back to back?
I think so. It was also winning it last year, but it's a little bit more rewarding this year when we were battling a bunch of adversity throughout the season. So just being able to pull together and get this win was huge, and I think it's going to be, moving forward, it's going to be good for our team with confidence and whatnot.
When we talked to Meg after last week's game, she mentioned that it really felt like a home game at Bright Landry, and then here we see after the game banging on the glass, talking with the doghouse. What does it mean to have this amount of fan support here for you guys?
Yeah, like Coach Flynn said, like having this support, and even having BU's dog pound is unreal. And I don't know, I think we always talked about how cool it'd be to play in the Garden, but we were always like, God, be kind of like dead. And so the fact that we got 10,000 people is unreal, and it was so much fun. And when Sky scored, it was so electric.
Just both your games in the tournament, 1-goal games. What's allowed your team to be able to protect a lead and come out of those tight contests with the win?
I think we have a lot of confidence in our players and each other, so I think just trusting our systems, trusting our game, and knowing that we can do it and having confidence in that, I think that's huge for being able to pull off those 1-goal games when it's like a nail biter. So just having confidence in one another, having confidence in Gwen, like she's awesome, so we definitely are lucky having her as our backbone of the team.
Any other questions? All set? Scott and Gwyneth, congrats. You guys can head back. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Take questions for Coach Flynn. Yeah.
Coach, I think the official number, 10,633,
Correct, yep.
Which was also the largest women's hockey game ever in New England.
Yeah.
This is a program that was in the Frozen Four last year. Compared to, where is this compared to those big stages? Where would you put this?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty close to the top. You know, it's exciting playing in a Frozen Four, but played in some pretty dead buildings in a Frozen Four too. And one thing I was saying is when I walked out for opening introductions, I got chills. I didn't even realize. I looked around. I was like, wow, can't believe this. And it's right up there with. I've been fortunate enough to coach in the Olympics too, and it's up there with that. Like the atmosphere was incredible.
Go ahead.
Get that goal last seconds of the second period. Just what that do to the room going into the third?
Yeah, it gave us a good boost. It was huge. When you score in the last minute of a period, it can be deflating and for the other team. And so that gave us a good boost, I think. And then we came out and we were clicking in the beginning of the third. We had some good chances. I wish we'd got one of those in to widen out the lead a little bit. But the thing with this team is, I've been saying it for a while, we're a little bit offensively challenged. We had 680 something points graduate, so you don't just replace that. But the one thing that's been fairly consistent throughout the year is our goaltending and our defense. And I think we've only had 2 games where we've given up 3 goals. Alex Vespoli told me the other day on a pre-broadcast call, if we had scored 2 goals in every game this year, we'd only have 2 losses. So, it's a different year for us. But the thing I like about our team is we find ways to win. At least lately we have.
You've seen this BU team 4 times this season and now 4 wins, but the 2 most recent ones both in overtime. What was different about today in comparison with the last OT win that you said yourself, team really struggled? You were lucky to come out on top in that one.
Yeah, that was right before Christmas break. We had our 2 top D out. We stunk that game, and we got a late goal in the third, and then I think it was Irving who scored in OT in that game. And I got on the bus and was like, how did we just win that game? And today was totally different effort and execution. And BU's playing a lot better now than they were in December too. And now that Callie Shanahan's healthy, they're playing with some more confidence, and she's giving them a chance.
Coach, regardless of the outcome, what's something you want your team to take away from this game?
Yeah, I think I want them to remember how special this moment was, and how hard people worked to make this happen. And also, I often talk to them about past players, alumni, what they went through to get the program to where it is now, and afford our women the opportunities that they have today. So, those are things that I think are really important takeaways from an event like this.
Coach, you talked last week about how you're taking it one game at a time as you move into the rest of the regular season. You're playing Merrimack this weekend, who came out and beat you in October. What is something that you're looking forward to building on against them this weekend once again, and also the rest of the season from tonight's game?
Yeah, I think the big thing is we gotta rest our bodies, and it's a quick turnaround, and we've been playing a lot of hockey, so we need to be locked in and ready for that. But we have to get. I hope this helps us get some confidence and some consistency in our play. It's been a little bit of a roller coaster ride this season, so if we can get that consistency down the stretch here, I think we're going to be in good shape.
Skylar Irving came into this game 21 points, leads the team in points. 16 of those were assists, so she's really been operating as a playmaker. Then she comes up, puts 2 in the back of the net. How have you seen her progress as a goal scorer throughout this season and as a leader on this team?
Yeah, if you look, her shot totals she takes a lot of shots. I think she was a little snake-bitten early in the year, and then started gripping her stick a little too tight. So a lot of those assists too are her teammates driving the net and collecting rebounds. And I think tonight is the Skylar that I know, and she stepped up with 2 big goals, and so hopefully she'll loosen the grip on her stick a little bit, and some more pucks will start going on the net for her.
Between tonight's game and the expansion of the PWHL and your own experience, the growth of women's hockey has been exciting but also uneven. I'm wondering how you think about where we are in this moment.
Yeah, I think we've come a long way. I look back, and I was thinking about this not too long ago. We have a meeting in Naples every year with coaches, and we have all the coaches from all the leagues get together and we talk about issues. And we were fighting not that long ago just to find a way to get our national championship on TV. Like there was paintball on ESPN, but they wouldn't carry a women's hockey game. So I think back at those days when we were trying to figure out how can we grow this game, how can we get professional women's hockey, and it's come a long way, and it's still got a ways to go, but we're making some really good strides here, and it's really exciting to see.
Coach, congrats. Wanted to ask, you had Noel and Irving separated for the game, put them back together for the overtime shift. What was the thought process there?
Yeah, so when they were playing on the line together, they just weren't producing what we thought they should be. We liked them together because of their size and their speed, 3-on-3 with more open ice. We actually had them together in our overtime game with Yale, where Noel got the overtime winner. So two strong, fast athletes like that with a lot of open ice. We figure they're going to create some good chances.
Any other questions for Coach? Big one, Coach. Congrats on a historic win. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thanks, everybody.